Hello all. Um, I hope everybody knows who I am, but if you don't, my name is Lisa Mander. My son is Noah Brennan, and he's transgender. He's amazing. He came out of the closet at 13 years old to the school by himself before I even knew. He came out very bravely. He went to the school and told him, "Hey, this is me. This is who I am. I want to be a boy, and I want to be treated like that." And at first, it seemed like the school was all about that. They seemed like, "Oh yeah, cool. We'll call you Noah. That's fine. We'll give you a bathroom." Sure. Did they offer him a bathroom? No. Noah said, "There's a bathroom over here. It's not being used. It used to be a staff bathroom. Now it's not. Can I use it?" Cool. Then this year came around. There was an incident on a bus. I'm not going to go into all the details. It's too much right now. But he was pushed to the point of a panic attack. So severe that he blacked out. He blacked out. I have the verbatim here. I've had to read it. I wouldn't wish it on you as a parent. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. So we got through it. I was told by a school that the child directly involved in the incident was highly punished, that everything was done and Noah could come back to school. It took me a lot to get Noah back to school. Okay, fine. The incident with Charlotte came up. And as a mom, as an aunt, as a sister, as a wife, it should have never happened. What happened there should have never happened. Can't really speak about it. It's all still being dealt with, so we're told we have to be careful in how we word what we say about it, because it can come back and bite anybody on the ass. Stupid, I know, but that's what we're being told. So, but because of that incident, a woman named Lauren, I'm not giving out her last name, came forward with not just the Shallot case, not just Noah's case, but several very on-point cases, and said, we cannot keep standing for this. We cannot keep letting our children go to these schools, and not just Shallot, any school. There are lots of schools everywhere having these problems, and keep letting our children get hurt. Lauren was called a troublemaker. She was told that she's causing a witch hunt, that there is no transgender student in Pittsgrove Township having issues with bullying, that it was a Deerfield Township incident. My kid doesn't go to Deerfield School. My child goes to Pittsgrove Township Middle School. Okay? My child was bullied to that point. And then I find out that that kid that got highly punished was not highly punished, folks. He got 2 days in-school suspension. He got a big old slap on the wrist, while my child sat home for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. It took me 3 weeks because first I was told that his therapist could sign him back in school, that he was not a threat to himself or others. Any of you met my kid? He's about as threatening as marshmallow. He's about as big of a danger as a cloud. But anyway, fine. Went to therapist, then I was told she couldn't do it because she's not a licensed doctor. Then I was told that Noah needed to see their school psychiatrist. Okay, fine. They never sent me the information. They never gave me a name, information. I had no way to access it. Fine. I called Noah's neuropsychologist on vacation. It was near Thanksgiving. Okay? Fine. They finally said, well, you know, his primary care physician can do it. They told me that week 3. So, did they tell me that week 1? No. Week 2? Never mentioned. Week 3, when I finally started flipping out because my kid has now missed 3 weeks of school that he's going to have to play catch up on and stay for the after-school program that he stayed for that caused this problem. Oh yeah, by the way, his PCP can totally do it. Cool. I'm getting off subject. I'm sorry. I'm just so pissed off. So now I have all of these people that want to help, and that's great. I'm glad there are organizations and advocates for people like Noah. There are also organizations and advocates for people like my other son who has disabilities. Know your rights is what I'm trying to get at. If you feel like your son, your daughter, your nephew, your niece, your cousin, your best friend is being bullied, speak up. Stand with Noah. Okay? Stand with us, because we'll stand with you. Come to us, because we'll find a way to make this work. My one son has trouble. He has Asperger's syndrome. What he thinks he does and what he does are always two different things. Aiden thinks he's trying to get help and he's not. It's very hard for him to say, Johnny picked on me in hallway 8 and said he would do this to me. Because of that, it's very hard with this anti-bullying law crap they have to get him help. My other son, and this is something that's been just bugging me. My other son goes to the elementary school. He has sensory processing disorder along with ADHD, MDMM. If you'd like to look up any of these, please do, and you'll see why I am the way I am. He doesn't wear socks. He doesn't, and I get it before anybody says it. When you don't wear socks, your feet stink, okay? Anybody who raises boys or hangs out with boys know they stink. Teenagers stink, okay? But anyway, that's something I live with on a daily basis. They started pushing that he needed to wear socks. First it was they were making him go out of his classroom into the hallway and put on socks. As in pulling him out of his class in front of everybody and saying, go put these socks on. I called and I dealt with a counselor who, very nice woman. She's trying very, very hard. She said, how about if he keeps socks in my office? So Davey came up with a plan. He's like, if I gotta have socks, I'm gonna have socks that I can tolerate. I'm gonna keep them here, here, and here. Anyway. I then find out that after we came up with a plan that worked for David, that the principal pulled him aside and had a discussion with him as to why he needs to wear socks. David, I'm doing this for you because I don't want anybody to think that you're the smelly kid. You just made that label. You decided to make that label. You put that label on him. It wasn't me. It wasn't the other students. You told him that. So up to then, David just thought, I don't like to wear my socks. It makes me uncomfortable. Now he's thinking, I have to wear socks because I'm the smelly kid. Is that what we're teaching, folks? We're teaching people. We're giving them labels before they've ever been labeled. Maybe that's why our kids are where they are. The other issue I have any of you parents had your kids written up since this anti-bullying act went on? And this is a serious question, you know, if I put this video up, please drop it in my comments. Have you read those write-ups? They say, they're a basic box, and they say, Johnny was written up today. I'm checking off why Johnny was written up today, and I'm going to write a little blurb that says, Johnny was written up today for bullying, period. You as a parent don't know what your child said or what your child did. I don't know, because I get one too, that says, your child Sally was picked on by Johnny today. It was bullying. Period. I don't know what your child said to my child. I have to go by hearsay now, because you're going to go to your son and say, Johnny, what did you do? And Johnny's going to say, oh, I called him a turd, and you're never going to get the truth. I love my children, and I'm the first parent that says I assume guilty until proven innocent. So that being said, I'm not going to believe Johnny when he says, oh, I just called him a turd and now they ripped me up. Come on. The case of my son, I would love to speak to this other child's parents because I want to know where he learned his language from. I think us as parents should have rights to parents. They've taken that from us, folks. They've taken your right as a parent to say, okay, what are we going to do? How are we going to punish our child? Oh, we punished him for you. We gave him a slap on the wrist. Because in reality, that child that did what they did to Noah, if this would have been an adult situation, could have went to jail. Could have went to jail. If I'm at work with you today, and you're gay, and I call you the F word, and I'm not saying it, you can't make me. If you're white, and I call you anything but white, if you are a Christian, and I call you anything but a Christian, if you're African American, Asian, Icelandic, I don't care. If I'm an adult and you're an adult and I say something discriminatory towards you, you can have me fired. You can have me arrested. You can take me to court and sue me. But we're teaching our kids, oh, you called that kid a tranny. That was bad. We're going to give you a little slap on the hand. We're going to send you back to class. You're going to get your education. That's not the way the world works, folk. It's not the way the world works. We're not cookie cutter. No child is the same. No adult is the same. None of us raise our children exactly the same. So how is this anti-bullying act supposed to work if we're using it the same exact way? How is our education system supposed to work if we're using it the exact same way? All my kids are smart. None of my kids are not. I don't know which way to put that. But we're teaching all 3 of my kids the same exact way, even though they all learn differently. Do your kids all learn the same? I assume if you have... Parents, back me up here. Any parents that have more than 1 children, if you have 2 children, do they take education exactly the same? Do they dress exactly the same? Do they act exactly the same? There's no way. Even twins. I know plenty of twins that neither of them act exactly the same. Twins! Completely different animals. So, why do we expect our children to all be the same? Why are we raising them to all be the same? Why would we do that? Why would they want to raise everybody to think and act the same? You have a good think on that.